Why is it that so-called black people are the only race who look towards celebrities, entertainers, actors, and actresses for leadership? What gives them the credentials to lead us or speak on any social issues going on in our communities? Every other race, they have politicians, they have ambassadors, they have people who are designated to speak on societal ills and social issues. Now, I don't believe I stand alone when I say we don't want to hear what these celebrities have to say. We don't care. They do not speak for us. They are not our leaders. It seems that every time there's an orchestrated event that takes place or a real emergency that takes place, someone likes to send celebrities to our communities to cause some type of damage control, where it ends up getting worse. These celebrities always take to social media, share their various opinions, argue about their opinions. They always turn an event into some type of debacle and a circus. They do not speak for us. It is common knowledge at this point that they all have media advisors. They all have handlers. They're told what to do, what to say. We're not interested in their leadership. In fact, if all of the celebrities took their money, put their money together, and actually did something for us as people, we would be free as a nation. If all black celebrities put their money together and funded a way for us to be free as a nation, instead of fighting for equality, we would be good as a nation. But they're not doing that. So we're looking for other solutions outside of these celebrities. We don't want to hear you no more. We recognize what you're doing. And it's time for us to organize and really bring this to the forefront. These are the type of videos you got to share because they do not speak for us. It's time to build our own leadership up, ladies and gentlemen. See, we know that the handler tells them, look, it's time for you to be woke this year. So Jay-Z, grow your dreads out. Beyonce, put your kinky weaves on. Go out there and be woke for the people. It's time to be woke. Last year you was American Gangster, and last year was all your single ladies. But now it's time to be conscious and woke. It's time to go pander to your own people. We don't want to hear that anymore. We don't need you to come when there's an emergency. You do not represent us. You do not speak for us. We are going to create our own leaders moving forward, to people who feel the way we feel, people who think the way we think, and people who are in the same situations we are in. And likes of the Floyd George situation. You got celebrities out there taking pictures for social media. You got them marching for social media. You got some celebrities even caught red-handed taking pictures, posing for this whole social media. Listen, we don't want you. We don't need you. We don't need you to speak for us. We don't care what you have to say. You have no credentials. You all are not educated. You are simply puppets being controlled by your puppet masters. Nothing you say is relevant. Nothing you say permeates or resonates with the people. All right? We're tired of it, ladies and gentlemen. We're tired of celebrities trying to infiltrate a great awakening that's taking place in the world. Because a lot of the Most High's people are waking up and they are desperate to catch the wave. Listen, you already sold your soul for fame and riches. You already made your deal with the devil. You're already in that situation. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot ride the wave of fame and success and have all the luxurious lifestyle and at the same time be in the trenches and be woke. I know. You miss being a regular person. You miss having a sense of innocence. You miss that fight that you had in you. But it was over the moment you signed that contract and you relinquished all your powers and your rights to these people who control you. Therefore, you're not apt to teach for us. You're not designated to be leaders for us. These celebrities, ladies and gentlemen, if you are an individual who look towards any of these idols for a perspective, for any level of enlightenment, you're not going to get it. The only thing that you're going to get is a Hegelian dialect, which is arguments, two opposing sides. You're going to hear that left, right wing paradigm. You're going to hear something that is in line with politics, whether it be Democrat, Republican, or liberal. That's the only three perspectives that you can get from a celebrity because they don't have a higher level of thinking outside of politics. We don't have any politicians that represent us whatsoever. All of these organizations are controlled. These are the things that you need to read up on, ladies and gentlemen. Keep yourself educated on what's going on in the world and don't look towards celebrities for information. They're only here to capitalize off of our pain and our suffering. Right now, you got George Floyd's body being drove all around the Madrid fault line like it's an international tour for his funeral. A man that we barely knew as people. Let's be real, people. We didn't know who George Floyd was, and his identity is still under question. But his body is being drove around like a tour, like it's some type of idol for people to worship and reverence, instead of putting him into the ground and allowing the man to rest in peace. What has the world become where people want to capitalize off of the death of people, where people want to be opportunists off of the death of people? The celebrities don't speak for us. They don't represent us. These celebrities have sold their souls a long time ago, and they have displayed their true character time after time after time again. How is it that the same people who preach anarchy and preach death and destruction in our communities, how is it that we can look up to them for any level of peace or any level of direction? Here it is, you got all of these gangbangers talking about they gang, right? They gang, right? But in the likes of all of these riots, protests, and police brutality that's taking place, you don't see none of the gangs out there mobilized, out there fighting on the front lines. Where is the gangbangers? Where's the Bloods? Where's the Crips? Where's the Latin Kings fighting against a cause that is not fighting their own people? See, it's so easy to go and bicker back and forth with each other. But where are those who are going to mobilize and fight against their oppressor? You don't see it. So all your celebrities who came up in the gang life, you didn't see them organize any gang members. You didn't see them do anything. You don't see them on the front line getting hit with rubber bullets. They are not a part of any awakening. And I'm not saying that what's going on with the George Floyd situation is an awakening, because a lot of people got rocked even further into sleep in likes of that situation. But what I am saying is, we don't respect celebrities. We don't want to hear what they got to say. And if you share this video, if you like this video, you're going to organize and begin to orchestrate new leadership. For brothers and sisters that's speaking like myself outside of the confines of this social construct, outside of the politics, outside of the media theatrics, then you will establish new leaders. And that's what we need right now more than ever. We don't need celebrities speaking on our behalf. Because, listen, I remember earlier in Donald Trump's presidency, he invited our leaders to the White House. Meek Mills, Kanye West. The list goes on and on of the people that they perceive to be our leaders, because those are the people we follow. Those are the people that we uplift, the people that we support. But they are not our leaders. And this is directed towards the politicians. Those are not our leaders. They even took the one guy, Nino Brown, off YouTube and invited him to the White House, because they have to have conversations with our leadership. It just so happens that the ones that we supported are not our leaders, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way a pimp, a hustler, a drug dealer, or a gangbanger can be our leadership and speak for us. Now, of course, there was brothers who did dirt in the past, like Malcolm X. You know, he had a street life. You know, it's brothers who've been through things. But all of those brothers were refined, became educated, well-studied, read, understood, and changed their lives for the better. We look for those as leadership. We don't look at people who are still in the midst of sin, evil, and wickedness and have not found out who they are. We don't look towards them for leadership because they're well-spoken, or you like how they look, or you like how they act, or you like how they dress. That's not how the world works. It's time for us to stop being superficial. It's time for us to really uplift the true leadership of our people. And I'm going to just put it out here. Hashtag Black Dollars Matter. We don't stand behind no other organizations. We don't stand behind nothing. But Black Dollars Matter. All money in, no money out. We support ourselves. We rise on our own. That's just how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just what it is.